After more than 20 years away from the game, I think it's finally time for me to return to the old world. Stick around to the end of the video where I tease my insane plan for mastering this very complicated game in just 14 days. Hey folks, I'm William, this is Runeforged, welcome to the channel. As you might have guessed, Warhammer Fantasy is one of my favorite games of all time. I started playing when I was just 10 years old. I had just read The Hobbit for the first time, and nothing was more exciting to me than the prospect of playing out the Battle of Five Armies with my very own armies of miniatures. So, needless to say, Warhammer Fantasy is hugely nostalgic for me, and I have some really fond memories playing with my parents and my childhood friends. So you can imagine just how grumpy I was in 2015 when I heard that the game was being discontinued, even though I hadn't actually played the game in well over a decade at that point. But now, at long last, the world of Legend has returned, and I plan to return along with it. And by Grungni's beard, I will do everything within my meager power to make sure that this time, Warhammer Fantasy sticks around for good. So in order to further that goal, I've started this brand new YouTube channel to document my experience getting back into the hobby, so I can hopefully help other folks decide whether or not this is a game that they might enjoy, and if so, help making getting into the hobby as accessible as possible. In addition to that, I'd love to do a ton of other old world related stuff. That includes battle reports and strategy discussion for both casual and competitive players. I'd also like to do unit and faction tier lists because, who doesn't love a good tier list? We're also going to be doing some unboxings of various different model kits, both official Games Workshop miniatures, as well as third-party and 3D prints. And I also want to show people how they can play the old world online if they're inclined to do so. Especially for the folks who, like me, don't necessarily have a super active old world community in their local area. I may even do a few lore and hobby videos as well, although that's not necessarily my area of expertise. So if any of that sounds exciting to you, please consider aiding me in my eternal struggle against the dreaded YouTube algorithm by crushing those like and subscribe buttons so you don't miss out on more exciting old world content like this in the future. All right, so what is my plan for getting back into the old world? Well, I think there's only one reasonable way for me to begin my quest, and that is to immediately sign up for a tournament league that starts in a mere 2 weeks' time, and just throw myself right into the deep end. Unfortunately, that means I only have about 14 days to learn how to play this very complicated game to a level where I won't embarrass myself too badly. So if you'd like to hear more about how I plan to prep for that tournament, go ahead and check out this next video, which should be popping up on your screen right about now. And if that's not really your jam, no worries. There should be plenty of other exciting videos to come in the very near future. But I think that's about it for now. Thank you so much for watching and have a wonderful day. Bye.